going to try out Freedom's Progress again as a soldier. Hopefully, it'll go better for me this time since I kind of know what I'm going into. Yeah. This armor does look pretty sweet. And there's no, like, boobage, which is really cool. Alright. Oh boy, Freedom's Progress. Hopefully I could do it without my thumb distracting me from hurting so much.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Yeah, well, you know, Cassandra can be pretty harsh.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
We're gonna find out who did this and take them down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Nothing. Not even a possible Quarian. Alright, well. Effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic stuff. Armor, okay. Very effective against shields and biotic barriers, but weak against armor. Yeah, let's actually try the shotgun. Armor, shields, biotic barriers. Okay, that's fine. Because I think the turrets have shields, right? I think that's what they got.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Alright.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Very strange. I could have sworn that was loot. Oh, can I? Ah, Miranda. Miranda. Before and then one. That's fine for right now. That's fine.
Hear that? Sounds like the Fenris mess.
Okay, so those have armor.
Brain.
Okay, let's think about this for a second. Armor. Armor.
Sure thing.
Rerouting power.
Coming. Gotta hurt.
Engaging.
Now let's finish you off! Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Okay, the dog. The dog is the problem here.
Gravity's one mean mother, huh?
Here we go!
Taking fire.
Please do your thing. Oh, Miranda.
Allied force casualty. Excuse me.
Fuck. Fuck-a-duckle. Fuck-a-duckle.
Warning, attacking. Impact event system. Collision proximity warning.
Please run.
Gravity's one mean.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
I actually didn't die. Before I died so many times during that. But see, now I'm being smart. Now I'm being smart. Okay.
Gear up.
Alright, we need to take care of this dog first.
Here goes!
Shields down.
Have a nut.
Hostile forces have engaged. Off the plan.
Good. Hey, I'm still glowy.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking
You
any
can tell who
chances
I am.
with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Tali Zora, you served on my ship. You know what I do to people who threaten me.
Praza, tell your team to put their weapons away.
Damn it, Tali, this is bullshit. Why would your old commander work for Cerberus?
I don't know. But if this is Shepard, I don't know. Shepard would have a reason.
I know Cerberus has a bad past, but they're the only group investigating these missing colonies. The Council turned its back on humanity. I haven't.
Tali, you aren't seriously considering trusting Cerberus.
I'm not trusting anyone, Praza. But we're going to need help searching the area. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Okie dokie, Tally. I really gotta be more renegade.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of him.
They see you, Shepard!
Please?
Shields are down.
Yes!
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I think that's wrong.
Use overload on him.
Alright, hold on.
You got it. Right there.
God damn it.
Impressive!
Jacob.
Easy enough.
Can you use your power, please? Oh.
There we go. I'm on it.
Alright. Get the hell out, Jacob.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Not a problem.
Oh.
Yes!
No, you really can't do that.
Affirmative.
Miranda, I need you, girl. I need you. You can't be doing that. Okay, well, this isn't gonna work anymore. Gonna have to use that. Fine, I could do it by myself. You know what, Tally? You gotta fucking chill. Yeah, well, you know what? They're gonna tear me apart too, so they can fucking chill. Till I take care of what I need to take care of, Tally. Hi, Tactical. I'm doing alright. How about you? Everything? Oh, you hear that carnage outside? It's awful. How terrible. What a tragedy. Okay.
Affirmative.
Sure thing.
Fine, I'll do it. Oh yeah, I just finished your book. Cool. I need to get back into reading again. Oh, you poor Quarian. Ow.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yeah, it is. Alright, let's chill for a second. So let me comprehend myself for a little bit. But yeah, I think at my work during the summer we had like this little alcove outside. Had no air conditioning and it's really hot where I was in the summer, but me and a couple other workers were scheduled to work there. And when you work there, the bosses don't check on you ever. So whenever I was scheduled there, I would read. I would actually read the books that I meant to read. I think it was open for like 1.5 months, and I read like 5 books within that time. But now it's like every time I come home, it's just video games. It's not read a book. So, and I have to finish the trilogy I just started, so yeah. Ooh, samurai detective. So like a ninja mystery? Is that what I'm getting at here? Is that what I'm getting at here? Alright.
Overload will take.
I was about to say, is Jacob dead already? We didn't even do anything. Alright, we're gonna have to go into this little room. We're gonna need to go over here, and I need everybody to follow me after this. Let's go. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody get over here. Miranda! Miranda, you can't do this to me. Miranda! Oh, please, Jacob, make it. Y'all suck! Nope. Jacob, get over here. Miranda, try to get over here. Now it's armor. 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 Armor.
Right away. Switch up. Easy enough.
Fuck you, Jacob. Not really. These books are about an orphan kid taken under the wing of samurai and raised. Samurai, you could say, is a private investigator, almost, and trains the boy in the trade to be a samurai. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I could look that up. Blech. I should make it a goal. I already read, I'm pretty sure I read 5 books. It was, the new Andromeda book. Then I read, one, two, no. Yeah, it was like 5 books. I should make it a goal. Read like 12 books or double a year. Something like that. A book a month. I should do that. Okay. Jacob, you suck! You suck. Miranda, please make it. I really hope you make it. I'd be thrilled if you made it. Run! Run! Oh, thank God you did it. I got it from here, Miranda. It's fine.
Attacking heavy mech.
You got your thing back yet?
Found that one.
Alright. He's almost dead.
That's good.
Use this. Where the fuck is he going? He's dead. I did it! Wasn't so bad. I'm actually very surprised at myself. I didn't die at all. Oh, I can't let the stream be that short. I guess I'm just gonna keep going. And then I'll just edit the title after stream. I thought I would do a lot worse, to be honest. Yeah, samurai are cool. The whole freaking culture over there is cool. Code of the Samurai and Art of Uwa. So far my level of reading has been Mass Effect and Dragon Age books, and any like kind of the young adult fantasy stuff, but I've gotten to the more adulty kind of thing. Oh, I thought that was a thing. That's not a thing? Okay. It's like, it's gone from teenager stuff to sci-fi, then fantasy, then mystery, horror. Yeah.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded shepherd.
Yeah.
He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Probably. I thought there was some over there. I guess not. Oh well. Oh.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, Vitor.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Oh. It's kind of rude.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mexico.
Sorry, Vitor.
You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The
Tactical.
swarms. They took everyone.
Don't get me started on the House of Night series, alright? You mean like the best series? Hold up. Where's my hoodie? It's right here. Hold up. Oh my god, it's stuck. Can you see that? No, you can't. Hold up. Yeah, you can. You can't see the wording, but it says House of Night. I swear it does. House of Night hoodie from the website long time ago. long time ago. But yes. God. I think we have every book but the last book, but I haven't read it. I think... where did I stop? I can't remember where I stopped. God, I have to reread the series anyway, because we're just missing the final book, I think. Which is that white covered book, and I think it's called, like, What, Love or something? I want to say I stopped. Didn't Nephrite die? But there was still one more book coming out, that was, like, the final book. Even though she died, but you still had the bulls to take care of. Something like that. I know I didn't finish. I think I still have 2 more books to read, actually. Yeah. I think after I'm done reading the trilogy by Patrick Weeks that I'm doing now, I'll probably reread the House of Night series and get back into it. Oh, but yeah. House of Night. I think House of Night is the first real book series I've read with my mom. She's addicted to it too. She actually has the book that I need to read. Yeah, I can't remember either. I think the last time I read it was... The last time I read it had to be when I was still living in New Jersey, and that was 3 years ago. I gotta get my butt back into that. I was so addicted to it. The House of Night series was actually the first book that made me cry. Like, I was sitting in the living room, I was reading the second book that's portrayed. I was reading that. You probably know the part I'm talking about in that book. Sit in that living room, my mom was watching TV, and all of a sudden I just started bawling my eyes out. And my mom's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "They just killed off a character. You're gonna hate it when you read it." And then she read it, and then she cried in her room. So, yeah. First book I read with my mother was... I want to read that series, too. I think there was a lot of good series that came out when I was a preteen that I just didn't get to read. Those Aragon books, I think the Ugly series, a whole bunch of ones. I didn't even read the Harry Potter series. I have the books. I just bought them like a couple of years ago. I'm still on the first book because, like I said, when I get home, it's video games. Yeah, that's what I have to catch up on my reading. I feel dumber for not reading.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage.
I know
They must
PC
have
Cast
pieced
is
it
coming
together
out with a
manually.
new series.
What the hell is that?
Something about a female and a wolf.
God. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. There's a lot of sensual stuff in House of Night. I'll give you that, a lot of stuff. Nope. You're too young for this. Well, hey, it might have, yeah, there was stuff in that book, but at least it wasn't like as detailed as the adult little this big of a book but like this thick adult romance book. Oh my god, I picked up like my best friend's book one day and just turned to a random page and just whoa. Like damn, that's oof. That's a lot of detail there. So, yeah. How old was she? What's too young for slightly censored? Like, 12? I'm guessing. That'd be pretty young.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
$11, $12, yeah, that's what I figured. That's a bit too young. That's a little bit too young. I think I started reading it when I was 16, 15, 16. Because that's like the young adult start age for those books. I think I got enough information.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shepard.
I feel like that's when most
I'm
people
glad you're
start.
still the one giving the orders. Good
At
luck
least
out
that's
there.
when I kind of
If
started
I find
reading.
anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Though I do remember back in like 4th or 5th grade, I picked up a Harry Potter book. Tried to read it. I was gonna like check it out to read
Good
it.
work on Freedom's progress.
And the librarian was like, no,
The Quarians
you can't
forwarded
read
their
this. I'm
findings
like,
from
oh,
Vito's
okay.
Debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Yeah, in my school, every year you would have to take like a reading test online, and that would give you a certain score, and when you got that certain score, like the library was split up into different sections of each score you could possibly get, and when you got your score you could only like look in one certain section. It was like if you looked in a section that was like way below your score, like the librarians and your teachers would be like, oh no, you need something harder, so you had to get some in your area. But when I tried to go for Harry Potter, that was like above my reading level by a lot, but I wanted to read it because, you know, it was popular and all my friends were reading it, and the librarian was like, no, you can't have this, you can't read this, you won't be able to. I'm like, but I want to read it. But she's right, like the book was like this thick. I wouldn't be able to read that as a kid. All my friends were smarter than me, apparently.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
High-functioning autism? I see. Ah, so you could read all the special books. You lucky duck.
The Collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Oh, you just found a way around it? Ah, that's true.
2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best.
Oh.
Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
God, I love that scene. Oh, so good. Sounds like we're around the same age with books. Yeah, pretty much. Normandy is the most beautiful ship. Yeah. It's definitely better than Tempest. Definitely. Yeah, badass name too. If I had my own ship, what would I call it? Assuming I can't say Normandy. I don't really know. I feel like ship names should be like powerful. I can't really think of any like powerful names. I don't really know besides like, you know, like the default names like Majesty or Tempest. Jericho? Oh. That's a good one. I can't think of one. I would have to read more space related stuff with the different names of ship. Those are very interesting names that I haven't heard before. God, and I'm like... Oh, I'm like really annoyed with myself right now because I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but I'm drawing a blank on what the name of the ship is. How could I be drawing a blank? Probably because I'm playing Mass Effect. Oh no. I don't remember. It's like right here. It's right here. I know it is. Oh my god. Enterprise. I'm a fucking idiot. It's Enterprise. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. I can continue on. I'm happy. I remembered. Oh, USS Enterprise. How could I forget that? All I had to do, I have a light up picture thing back in this corner over here. All I had to do was look at that ship and I'm like, Enterprise. That's what it is. Oh. Apocalypse and Chariot. Cassandra's so bald.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I have to look up other
I've been
languages
looking over
too.
the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal system on Luna.
Your distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Now that we've established who's in charge, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Enterprise is a good name. I'm still upset I forgot that for a little bit. Oh, jeez. IMC William Wallace, if I had to pick a person's name. I could just do the Zuki. Something really kiddish, but it has like the best guns in the universe. Alright, just let me talk to people now. Oh, God. Oh, Braveheart. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, gosh. I don't know what to put it in. That's too much Paragon. Damn it. Well, I might as well talk to everybody. We'll go up here first. If I stand behind Joker, doesn't he say stuff?
Got some pressure loss in the number 4 hydrogen tank. Lock it down, Edie.
Yeah, he does.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
I love Joker. Lewis and Clark, if it was an exploratory vessel, yeah. So many names.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed. Some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Let's discuss something else.
The Native American language is pretty cool. They got some interesting
I want to know more about you.
pronunciations of names. I did your job, your education, your name. Nah, I'm done eating.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Okay, bye, you dumb AI.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Thanks, Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's a ginger, but...
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any
Eight of the
concerns
dreadnoughts
working
are
for
named
them?
after
Not at all.
mountains on
Our
Earth.
methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We
Because
are
that
out for
found
human
out in
interests.
Mass Effect
Advance
2 when
human
I go talk to
technology,
the
save
news
human
reporter.
lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens.
Well, that sucks
My
because
sister
Cassandra hates
started
them.
a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
Ugh,
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
makes me want to vomit being so nice.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked
Humanity
by
for the
Lucifer to help
win!
fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I drop you. I'd love to say that one day. We are the Borg resistance is futile. Yeah.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, I did it already.
Better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Maybe. Jacob. Look at all these guns. So many guns. Yeah, it's a pretty view.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Jacob's not that bad. No. At least we had the option to kill Kaden. Well, I mean, technically, you still have the option to kill Jacob. Duh, tactical. Suicide mission.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Honestly, my only real beef with Jacob is how I hate when video game people, like, they make it seem forced that you have to go, like, you have to go with this person. Like, every time I play Femship, no matter how neutral I talk to Jacob, like, I just pick the middle option all the time. And apparently I'm still flirting with him, and I don't understand how. It's like, no, I don't want to flirt with him at all, but I also don't want to be an asshole. I don't like him that way. So that's why I don't like Jacob. The other thing, like, I don't like Jacob for that. And the same damn thing happens in Dragon Age 2. Whether you're a male or a female and you just talk to Anders, he's just like, oh my god, I feel like, I know we just met, but it feels like I know you. Be like, no, I don't know you at all. I don't like you like that. Stop it. Stop. We, like, had, I think you get that conversation with him, like, after one conversation, and it's like, the fuck, man? No, I didn't even pick the flirt option the first time. I hate that. I think Jacob and Anders is the only time BioWare did something like that. Because in Mass Effect 1, you can totally, like, shut down the Yara and Kaden, actually. You don't have to continue with them at all. You could totally have the option. And it's not that mean either. Then Mass Effect 2 is Jacob. Mass Effect 3 is nobody. And then Dragon Age Origin was nobody. Dragon Age 2 was Anders. Yeah, it was just Jacob and Anders. There's nobody in Inquisitions. Like, BioWare, don't do that again. I don't like it.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Like, apparently that option is flirting, and I don't understand why. It's just a mutual thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thanks, Kelly. Oh, hack it. I don't think there's anything down here yet. Before Jack gets in, anyway. No. Hello?
You came all the way down here to see us?
Yeah, well.
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I wanna be mean! Sorry, Kit.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. You two think this is all a joke?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, no, ma'am.
Won't happen again, ma'am.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
You like that squeak, though? Squawk. I need a new chair. This chair hurts my back so much. Even with a pillow, it's so much pain.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Yeah, I have to... I'm hoping maybe by Christmas I can buy myself a nice gaming chair so I can be nice to my back for once in my life.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Okay, bye, guys.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
And I was a jerk about it, too. I've always wanted a gaming chair. They just seem so comfy. You have any idea how hard it is to play with one hand? I respect that guy who can play fighting games with his feet. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Aww. I'm cold. I suddenly got really cold.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Master Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Cold.
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel. And I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
I really wish Gardner came back. Such a cool dude.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an aqueduct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients...
Cassandra takes care of her human crewmates.
You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work. Oh, Care Bear. Oh my god, Chakawas, is that you? Oh, good golly gosh, Chakawas.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board.
It's good to see you alive. Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you.
If you work for me, you work for Cerberus.
A mission that may be crucial
Cassandra
to the survival
lacks
of the human
Cerberus.
race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical.
Oh.
I trust you, Commander.
Okay. Well, whatever you say.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
It's fine.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Alright, now it's just Miranda. Then we can read all my emails. Miranda, you have such a nice room. That bed looks comfy. You don't need all this space. Why the hell do you need such a big bed? I mean, I can't complain either. I got a queen-size bed, but that's because I got animals that like to sleep with me, so it's basically like a full-size bed.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns,
don't worry.
I'd be happy to do so.
Cassandra doesn't think it's evil.
What would you like to know?
I love Miranda way more than Ashley. I mean, at the beginning, Miranda was kind of mean, but right here, she's showing that she's willing to answer questions that she can. Like, how is that mean? Miranda is so cool. Much better than Ashley.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Right.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
No, no pressure. Cassandra's got this.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything
See,
there is
she's
to know
so
about
nice.
you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks,
Miranda. Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Okay, bye. You finally go to my cabin now. And I guess we'll go to the cabin and we'll land on Omega and I suppose talk to Arya about Morden, but we'll actually do Morden's quest some other day. Either tomorrow's, no, not tomorrow's stream. I'm gonna need some time for Morden's quest. I need fish! But, yeah. Maybe, let's see. Tomorrow's stream will probably be Stardew. And then Wednesday I'm off. So Morden will probably be Thursday. I'll probably do Morden and then one other recruiting thing. That sounds good. That's good. Wait, what's this armor do me? Heavy weapon. Oh yeah, that's fine. Perfect. We gotta support them team colors. Yay, Stardew. He still doesn't want to have a kid yet. I don't know if I should just start my second farmer, because I want my second farmer to be male, and he's gonna marry Penny. And Penny's all about the kids, so maybe she'll be easier to bang. But, I don't know. I kind of don't want to start a new one. I feel like if I start a new one, I'm going to get bored really quick, and I should just do everything with my first character, and that's it. So. I gotta get all them achievements. Look at that sexy outfit. But Cassandra wants her to stay in white. Oh my god. Penny, let me smash. Penny, Penny, Penny. I know you love them kids. We'll see. I might start a new game. I might. We'll see what happens after I do Stardew tomorrow. Alright, from Anderson. Admiral Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put us on top, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. I would think... I should have got a letter from Udina, right? But whatever. Zaid. We've reached an agreement with a veteran mercenary, Zaid Masani. I love Zaid. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the terrorist systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. Perfect. Lost contact with the ship. Blech. Normandy crash site. Oh god, that's a lot of reading. Our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Maybe I'll do this before going to Omega, and then we'll go to Omega. We'll see. Armor. Kasumi Gato. I love, like, the DLC characters of Mass Effect 2. Zaid and Kasumi, best characters. I swear, they are the best characters. Kasumi's great. Zaid's fantastic. I named my dog after Kasumi, and she's the sweetest dog in the world. Shepard. At great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable to your mission. Okay. I wasn't done yet. Thank you. Now I'm done. Let's see here. So this gives heavy weapon ammo, shields, and health by 10. Power. Weapon. Really don't need melee damage. Health. Shiny. I don't know why I'm doing this when I'm not even gonna keep this armor. It'll do. It'll save either way. Okay. Let's see, what do I want to do? Normandy crash site, and then land on Omega, and then end it?
No messages for you,
I
Commander.
know, Kelly. I took care of it. I'd hate to end so early. Oh, it's right here? You know what? We'll go do that. Cassandra wants to see the crash site now. And probe some plans while she's at it. Oh. Nope. Not worth it. Nope. Not worth it. Nope.
I have detected an anomaly.
Altera's crust is composed of carbon and water ice. While low density, its large size allows it to retain a thick atmosphere of methane and anomia. It is believed that if Alcrea, that's totally not how to pronounce it, had acquired a bit more mass when the Amada star system formed, it would have formed the core of a second outer system, gas giant. Has 3 moons, Ulura, Wangina, and Biamine. How did they come up with names? One day is about like 59 hours. That's wow. Space is so cool. This is a rich planet.
Probe launched. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Thanks, Edie. Scans confirm the wreckage of the SSV Normandy on the planet's surface. No life signs or mechanical activity detected. Stable landing zone located amid the crash. Alright, well let's continue scanning first and then we'll land. Since apparently it's a rich planet.
Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Thanks, Edie.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Almost done.
Probe launched.
Oh, depleted you say? You sure about that? Oh yeah, you're depleted. Alright, let's do this now, because that's what Cassandra would do. She'd be like, oh, you found my ship. Hold up. Hold on, Solarian Doctor. Let's go see my ship first. And then after I do this, I might end the stream. And then we'll just do the little bit of the Normandy and then Morden's thing the next stream. Getting kind of sleepy. Showing up to Alliance wreckage in Cerberus gear. Perfect. Perfect, Cassandra, perfect. So pretty. Oh, I don't need that on. I suppose it's fine. I don't know how the hell dog tags ended up in a crate, but I'll go with it. Much simpler. What? SOS. Oh, I can place it here. Okay. The freaking blue from my disruptor ammo is distracting me from the dog tags. My Lost in 7 helmet. Helmet, I suppose, fell off of me, then yeah, I should. So right here would have been my death spot. Interesting. Navigator Presley's journal. Spoke to the commander about this. All these damned aliens board the Alliance's most advanced ship, I just don't trust them. A Damasari and Quarian? What does Shepard think this is, a zoo? With the Quarian, it seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage trying to prove the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I would babysit my children or anything, but if she has to be on board, I suppose that's not too bad. For a while now, and I'm looking back at past entries in this journal, how blind I was at the time. I came on the ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens on board, and there's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm so proud to die for any member of this crew, regardless of what they were born on. What world they were born on. Yeah, well. Good job, Presley. Good job, Presley. Not the Mako. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, after this, I'll end the stream. Damn it. I think I'm getting sicker, you guys. I think I'm getting sicker. Still missing 5. Let me up, please. Thank you. Oh, Ashley. Alright. I personally love placing the monument right there. That's my canon thing because it says Normandy on it still. Be like, yeah, that's where you place the final monument. That's where it goes. But Cassandra ain't gonna place it there. Oh. Cassandra won't place it there. she's gonna place it right here. No, right over here. I got all the dog tags. Oh, they actually, if I wasn't paying attention, they actually told me the names. Damn, I just noticed. They actually tell you the names.
A political economic pact for collective colonial security, the Alliance is the central galactic institution of human society. The Alliance gained associate membership to the Citadel Council in 2165 and assumed leadership in 2183, with former Ambassador Donald Udina presiding. Many species regard humanity as a rogue race, and its 2183 victory following the attack on Eden Prime as a brutal and calculated sacrifice of its military rivals. Humans allegedly leveraged military victory into a political one, carving associate membership out of the violently depopulated Council. Because of the human Spectre Shepard's pivotal role in saving the Council, many analysts conclude several humans will be made candidates for Spectre status, further solidifying the human contribution to galactic peace. By achieving in decades what others waited centuries to receive, especially after so bloody a conflict, humans have guaranteed themselves deep hostility and fear throughout the galaxy.
Oh, whoopsie. I guess it's not here. Trap. I really wanted to read the names, so I'm gonna have to remember to do that on my, whenever I do my canon playthrough, which will be last. But I'll have to remember to do that. We are gonna place the monument right over here. Put this bad boy right here. SOS, which is, this is most likely Joker's last pod. Yeah, that feels right for Cassandra. Okay, I'm done here. Nice seeing you, Normandy. Later. Later. God, I turned off my freaking fireplace and now I'm cold again.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I know. Oh, that's not it. The Alliance is grateful to receive the information you found at the Normandy's crash site, and we've sent it out to the affected families. By finding those dog tags, you have provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf. You're welcome. Alright, well, I am going to end the stream here. We'll end it right here. Let's see if I can get a close-up. Yeah, she's kind of in the shadow, but you know what? That's alright. That's not creepy at all. But I'm going to end the stream here. I hate to cut it short, but I'm getting tired. Soon, hopefully, I'll be having more day shift streams so that way I can stream for a lot longer. Have more energy for that, but yes. Tomorrow is also going to be between like 12 and 12:30. I think I'm going to do Stardew. I'm going to try once more with Elliot to see if we can get a kid. I just need the achievements, Elliot. Then we can dismiss them off to Dove School. But yeah, we're going to play Stardew for probably an hour, hour and a half. See if he finally talks to me. If he does, then I'll try to like storm through all the days and have that first kid born. And then there probably won't be any more Stardew for a while unless I need a break from this game. So Stardew tomorrow for Tuesday? Wednesday will be... Wednesday I'm off. Yeah, Wednesday I'm off. No. Hold up. I don't even remember my own schedule. Okay, so tomorrow will be Stardew. Yep. Which is technically later today, so it'll be Stardew. Then, depending what happens with Stardew... I don't know, I'm off, right? Yeah, I'm off. I'm off Wednesday. Thursday we'll come back to Mass Effect. I'll probably do more in Solus and then maybe one other one. And the rest of the schedule will probably change from there. But that's that. Alright. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to Tactical for chatting and watching for a bit. And to everyone else, I hope to see you in the next stream. Bye!